Hey, I'm Unlucklit, but you can call me Luck, and I'm going to give you a quick rundown on Ash Echo's unique progression game mode, Echoing Nexus. With Ash Echo's Global having released recently and most of the videos I've seen regarding Nexus being long-winded, unscripted, and needlessly complicated, I figured I'd slide in and give a simple overview of the game mode and how to use it. This will be aimed at people who have no idea what any of this stuff is, but I hope experienced players can get some use out of it as well. What is Nexus? Nexus is your core progression game mode. It's a short roguelike you send a desired character through in order to add tactical engravings, that is stats and additional skills, to their memory trace set. This is how you make your character stronger in Ash Echoes. Participating in Nexus is not optional. In order to begin a Nexus run, you'll have to expend 1 spirit charge, which regenerates every day at reset. You can also get an additional charge by using the spirit enhancer you get from daily quests. You can store up to 5 charges, at which point they will stop accumulating. So, as always with this type of system, you're going to want to avoid capping. Nexus is fairly straightforward once you know what you're looking at, but before that it's a barrage of pop-ups and words that don't mean anything to you. For instance, what do you mean this memory is illuminated? Why? Do I have to be careful about what I'm picking? What paths should I be taking? Why are there skill paths and stat paths? There's also this decay path that is also a skill and that's entirely separate from the other two. The answer to all of this is that none of that matters. All you need to be doing is clicking go forward. Defeat enemies, collect rewards. If a memory is illuminated, great. Pick that one when you get multiple choices, because that means bonus stats. If you don't know what stat to pick at first, just take the bigger number until you've got a few runs in and have a better idea of how you want your team built. Always take stat paths because they're more useful in the early game. Always choose rewards with skill points. Decay is a skill you will always get down the lab path, with the alternate route you unlock later giving the Tranquility skill. So don't worry too much about that, they're just there to give you a buff against the mechanics of the path you're on. The key here is just don't worry. Take your first few runs slow, don't be afraid to stay on an easier depth, but definitely dive deeper if you feel confident, especially if you've got a good team. That defense recommendation is just that. You can totally clear the final boss by just bursting him down. At the end of a Nexus exploration, you will be confronted with the most anxiety-inducing screen I've seen in this game so far. The skill confirmation screen. This is where you get to spend all those skill points you've accrued during your run by leveling up the skills you've acquired. For your first few runs, don't be afraid to select the balanced option and let the game choose for you. There's nothing wrong with that. Just keep in mind you only get to keep what you put at least one level into. I think that should just about cover it for a quick overview of the Nexus. There are a few more features and mechanics relevant to Nexus that you should eventually look into, such as the various unique skills of your memory traces, which only activate when you take specific choices in the Nexus, as well as Nexus reputation. But you'll figure that out as you become more experienced and comfortable with this game mode. However, if you'd like for me to cover those topics in a future video, please let me know down in the comments. If you found this video educational, please consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribing to the channel. I've got more content in the pipeline, not just for Ash Echoes, but many other gacha games. Until next time, I've been Unlucklit, and we will meet again, whether you like it or not.